We're going to talk about a year's worth of beauty empties from the perspective of someone who likes to use makeup, skincare, hair care and body care to enhance their masculine features and look and feel their best on a daily basis. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe and say hi in the comments. We'll get right in. I just wanted to say hi, I am Mattis and I make men's beauty content. And this is truly what I used up within a year. It's a massive bag and I honestly can't wait to get rid of all of these empties. This might be a long one, so make sure to grab a drink and we'll start. I'm just going to randomly fish out products, and the first one is Sol de Janeiro Rio Sunset Glow Oil. I'm actually so sad that this is empty. This is my go-to glow oil. This is what I pretty much wear in every video to get a bit of that overall shine, and it just evens out the skin. I'm obsessed with this. It also smells incredible. This has that Sol de Janeiro sort of nutty vanilla pistachio scent. When you wear this, you almost don't need perfume. You can still combine it with perfume. It layers really nicely with perfume. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It looks like there's still some product in there and there might be a tiny bit left. So I'm actually gonna use all of this up, but I just can't get enough of it. What I will say is that it does get a bit sticky if you use quite a lot of it, which might not be for everyone. If you are on camera a lot, or if you like that glow for nights out, for example, for dates, anything like that, I think it's really fun. And if you wear an outfit that is a little bit more revealing, you have your legs out, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, whatever, this is so incredibly amazing. And it's kind of hard to find good body glow products. I have been researching and trying to find some other body glow products, but it's kind of hard to find good ones. So please let me know in the comments if you know any amazing ones, because I'm always on the hunt. But so far this has impressed me the most, and I actually need to place an order right now, like right after filming this video. I can't forget, because I can't run out of this ever. This is the 75 milliliter bottle and you get quite a good amount of product, but I think next time I'm gonna go for the bigger version. Okay, moving on. I have this Dove cream shower peeling. Let's see if there's anything left in there. Okay, you can see completely used up. It smells incredible too. I love in body care products, or in general really, I love a really rich, gourmand, warm, spicy scent. And this it's the macadamia and rice milk version. It has a sort of nutty quality to it, probably from the macadamia, but it also smells a little bit of popcorn. It has that sort of salted sweetness that is really interesting. But the way I've been using this the most is I combine this with these exfoliating gloves. I put exfoliating gloves on both of my hands and I take a huge dollop of this onto those exfoliating gloves, and I just really go to town, really exfoliate the body. Only do this if your body skin can take it. If you have really sensitive skin, please don't be too harsh. In general, you shouldn't be too harsh and scratch your skin, because at the end of the day, it's still a physical exfoliant. In their nature, they are more likely to scratch the skin a bit. But because the body skin is naturally thicker than the face skin, I personally do use physical peels. And it's just the best way to scrub off fake tan. It's the best way to just make your skin feel incredibly soft. And yeah, this is definitely a repurchase. I went through multiple of these and this is the favorite scent of mine. Moving on to, this is actually fake tan. This is St. Moritz. This is actually kind of my favorite fake tan. I've been through multiple bottles of this. I actually have another bottle going right now in my bathroom. I used a little bit yesterday, just a tiny amount. Even in the winter, or especially in the winter time, I like to just have a little bit of warmth to my skin sometimes. I go through phases though. Do you go through phases with wanting to be tan and liking paleness? I mean, it depends on your skin tone, of course, what you naturally have. But naturally, I am incredibly pale and I don't hate it. I do like my natural skin tone, but I also like having a little bit of warmth and color to my skin. So it's always phases for me. Both is beautiful. Whatever skin tone you are, of course, it's beautiful. You can just learn to embrace it, but you can also learn to enhance it. And this has been one of my favorite ways. It's such an easy fake tan, and I use the color medium, which is not too dark. I don't like a really obvious dark tan on myself. you know, when it gets almost orange or green. I don't like that. This is really natural on me. Okay, moving on to the next product. I randomly fished out this Beauty Expert by Balea. Balea is a brand that we have here in Austria. It's also available in Germany, I believe, at DM. It's not available all over the world, which is sad because Balea is brilliant. It's a brilliant drugstore brand. This is a salicylic product, a salicylic acid peel rather. Very similar to one of the best ones by Paula's Choice, allegedly. I love the Paula's Choice one. The Paula's Choice will always be my favorite, 2% BHA. It's just so soothing. It has the green tea extract. It's just a perfectly balanced formula where it doesn't irritate your skin. It takes care of any spots so beautifully. This also works, but not as well. I do love using this in my hair, or rather on my scalp, because when the seasons change, I often get a very itchy scalp and I often get dandruff. And I think there's nothing better than salicylic acid to use as a dandruff treatment. I tend to stay away from those really drying shampoos that are made for dandruff. I prefer salicylic acid. Just use it about once a week, twice a week, ideally before you wash your hair. Just make sure you have some time where you can look a bit greasy and messy, because it doesn't look pretty. It looks like you have a hair mask on when you really drench your scalp in this. But I let it sink in as long as I can, sometimes even overnight. And then I just really wash my hair. I actually use my hair shampoo twice after using this, because it tends to be a little bit hard to remove with just one wash. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I don't love it as much as the Paula's Choice, but it is also really affordable. So it's a good one to try if you've never tried salicylic acid before. You can use this all over, by the way, on your face, on your scalp, but also on your body if you tend to suffer from body acne, which I sometimes do, sadly. Moving on to the next product, I have Garnier Fructis. That sounds funny. We have this Garnier Aloe Vera Hair Food. This is a conditioner, and I have to say, this has become my favorite conditioner. My hair is finicky. My hair is quite thin, and it tends to be dry because I just style it so much. I style it almost every day for filming, and then I tend to wash it every day because I just want all the product out. Whenever I sleep in too much like volumizing mousse and hairspray, my hair in the morning just feels so dry and horrible, so I tend to always wash any product out in the evening. This is such a good conditioner. It's really affordable. I actually also love the shampoo that goes with it, the aloe vera one. It's so brilliant if you have fine hair, if you have dry hair. It doesn't weigh the hair down. It doesn't make your hair stick together, etc., which can happen with quite rich conditioners. It sort of manages to condition the hair, but without too much weight, without taking away that volume. And it makes the hair really soft, really silky. I always love how my hair looks and feels after I've used this. When I've used the blow dryer, I go through my hair with my hands and it just feels silky and beautiful. So this has been a favorite, and I'm actually on to probably my third bottle. Still going strong. Then we have some body lotions. This is Dove. I think I probably have a couple of those. I love Dove body products. I also love the body soaps, which will be coming up. And this is Night Renew Niacinamide. So I love that we've been seeing more body products that use active ingredients like niacinamide, retinol, AHAs, etc. to really help the body skin as well. And this is something we often forget about. We take care of the skin, but we completely forget about sometimes even neck, almost always the body. We never take care of our body skin. I think the only thing we do sometimes use is body lotion, but who uses an actual serum on their body? I don't. But this makes it so much easier to get those ingredients to the body skin. And niacinamide is brilliant for discoloration. It's actually also hydrating. It's great for anti-aging. And I love that this has that ingredient built in. Then we're getting into some sunscreen, which of course I'm so passionate about ever since I turned 18, I believe, because I suffered from really severe acne. I started to really research skin and skincare, and I really realized at the age of 18, which I'm so happy about now looking back, that the most important thing that you can do for yourself is applying a sunscreen every single day, rain or shine. The only time you don't need sunscreen is at night when it's dark, but even in the winter time, you should be using a sunscreen. This is by Sundance, another DM brand. So you can't get this all over the world, I think. But Sundance make amazing sunscreens. I do tend to buy a lot of those because they're just really affordable and I just go through sunscreen so much. This has been my favorite during the summer and I still use this almost every day. It's SPF 50 sun cream gel, so it's really lightweight, and this is a no-brainer. We're getting onto some makeup now. This is Givenchy Prisme Loose Powder. Prisme Loose, that sounded bizarre, but this is a beautiful loose powder that sadly has since been changed. The formula has changed, I believe, to remove the talc in the formula, but the new version apparently is not as good. I haven't tried it myself, but from all the reviews online and some reviews from really good makeup artists, people that I actually trust and believe, they say that the new one just isn't as good. It's apparently a bit more glowy, but it doesn't give you the same incredible filter effect that this does. So yeah, I'm sad to see this one go, but I have some brilliant alternatives that I've talked about in some videos. So yeah, it's not too sad. We're kind of doing all of this in really random order. I don't know if you would like me to do this in a more structured order in the future, maybe in categories, but today this is what we're doing. This is a cleanser I really, really loved. It's by Garnier. It's, I think, hydrating deep cleanser, and it's brilliant because it doesn't dry out the skin. Nowadays there are lots of cleansers that do that same thing where they are not too drying on the skin after you use them. This one doesn't irritate me. It's a nice gel formula, which is great for my oily combination skin, and I really recommend it. Next one. Okay, this is another product that I'm kind of sad that I've emptied, but this is the Lumi Lotion by L'Oreal. I do have another color of them, and I use this as a face highlighter, but more even so as a body highlighter. It's not as glowy as the body oil from Sol de Janeiro, which is why I still prefer that one. But I actually love mixing the Sol de Janeiro body oil with this. Because I went for a color that's slightly deeper than my skin, this actually almost works as a body bronzer and highlighter at the same time, and it creates a beautiful effect. So I do really like this. I might actually repurchase this, but we'll see. Onto some hair care. This is a brilliant dry shampoo from L'Oreal. It's the Air Volume Dry Shampoo, Dream Length, and is it? Oh yeah, it is L'Oreal, El Vital, whatever. It's a beautiful dry shampoo that's very weightless. A lot of dry shampoos can feel quite grippy and almost to a point where they leave a residue in your hair, which kind of defeats the purpose sometimes. It depends on what you are after. Actually, let me explain it this way. My favorite moments to use this dry shampoo is when I've got too much hairstyling products in my hair. When it feels heavy, it feels sticky. This almost feels like it removes the residue that you have in your hair and you get to start fresh. It's a beautiful dry shampoo. I don't really use it at the moment because I just use so much. I use a different dry shampoo. I use a volume mousse. I use a hairspray. I don't need another step. So at the moment I have no use for it. But if you're after a brilliant dry shampoo, that's very lightweight and almost feels like you get a fresh start, this is amazing. So onto some serums, and this is one of my favorite categories. I'm passionate about serums. I just think in skincare you get the biggest value out of serums. I would probably not buy a sunscreen or a moisturizer that is really pricey. I mean, I would, and I have, but I think the area where I really like to invest in is serums. Even though these ones actually are really affordable. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite serums. This is a brilliant serum that I've been using for years. It's by The Ordinary, and I'm going to see if I can actually show you what it looks like, if there's any left. Oh, I think there might not be anything left, but it's essentially, oh, there's one drop. There's one drop of serum and some dried up bits, but it's essentially a really beautiful anti-aging serum. It has peptides, it has copper peptides. You know, with anti-aging ingredients, it's kind of difficult to know if you see progress, especially because I use tretinoin almost every night. And I'm also just 30, so I'm not really dealing with massive aging signs. But I think that's also just because I use those ingredients. I use tretinoin, I use a multi-peptide copper like this one on a pretty much daily or weekly basis. I use vitamin C's. I just use those ingredients to prevent signs of aging to happen sooner. And just from the research that I've done, from the people that I listen to, they seem to agree that copper peptides are brilliant for anti-aging. Peptides are brilliant for anti-aging. I tend to watch a lot of doctors. I love Dr. Shireen Idris, for example. She's brilliant. I love Lab Muffin Beauty Science. She's an amazing scientist. I've just been watching those sort of people, experts of the field, for years and years, and not saying that those examples actually talk about this serum or say that the serum is good. I'm actually not sure if they have mentioned the serum, but just from the knowledge that I've gathered over the years, this is a great serum, and it's also more affordable compared to other anti-aging serums. I've also used up the Garnier Vitamin C serum. I think Garnier has some really legit, stable? What's the word I'm looking for? It's not stable. Let's say reliable. It's really reliable. I like the results I get. This is a great antioxidant. I always look for vitamin C's. They say it's a night serum, but I actually use this pretty much only during the daytime. The reason being that it's especially the daytime where you want to incorporate an antioxidant like a vitamin C, because it helps fight free radical damage that can occur from outdoor pollution, etc. Even from the sun. I also especially like this one because it didn't make my skin more sensitive, which actually a lot of vitamin C's can do. I'm gonna talk about the Geek and Gorgeous Vitamin C 15% now, which, ignore the bottle, it's all brown, which actually comes from the vitamin C because it oxidizes after a while. This is a great serum if your skin can handle it. And personally, I think it's just a bit too much. I use a retinoid multiple times a week, so using a 15% ascorbic acid on top of that is just a little bit too much for my skin, and I actually don't use this anymore, even though I went through multiple bottles of this, and it's still a great serum. It's just a bit aggressive for my skin at this stage within the routine that I already use. Now, I also used up the Organic Pharmacy Vitamin C Serum. This is another gentle option. It didn't really leave an impression on me, so I'm not actually that sad to see it go. And it's also a more pricey one. So for that, I'm not really bothering. I'm not going to repurchase this, but it was nice enough. So these I can throw out. Oh no. We're on to the next one, and it's sunscreen. I love sunscreen. Like I said, it's my most used product on a daily basis, and I've emptied quite a lot this year. This I actually emptied even more of. It's the SPF Serum by Garnier. It comes in a huge bottle. I'm afraid that they actually have discontinued this because I don't see it that much anymore. I think they realized that it's a product that's made for the face and the body, and people use it for the face, and it's massive, and for the price it's actually pretty good. Whereas now they only sell these small face ones at the same price as this, so I think it's a bit of a rip-off. But yeah, this one I really loved. I wish they would bring it back. I emptied a lot of them. It's very lightweight, which is the main reason I love it. It's a chemical sunscreen, SPF 50 plus. It doesn't leave too much of a greasy film on the skin. You can no longer get it, I think, so let's move on. This is Hawaiian Tropic, SPF 50, SPF 30 rather, lotion. It's sort of a glowy lotion, or it's supposed to be quite glowy. I remember really loving the scent. Oh yeah, Hawaiian Tropic always takes me back to vacation. It takes me back to Sardinia. Whenever I was in Sardinia, I had a Hawaiian Tropic SPF because the store nearby only had Hawaiian Tropic, and I just loved the scent ever since. It was a good sunscreen. I can't really say that much about it. It's glowy, it's nice. It's very small. It's a very small bottle, so I only really used it for body highlighting. It's empty, so moving on. This is the Super UV Niacinamide by Garnier. It's a great sunscreen, really lightweight, brilliant if you have oily skin. I think there's always going to be a sunscreen for you no matter your skin type within the Garnier range. They have something to literally cover every skin type, and I often repurchase them because they feel trustworthy and reliable in terms of their formula. Okay, back to some body, and these are the Dove body bars. They are soap bars, but they are pH balanced, so they actually don't dry out the skin, don't irritate the skin. I use these all over my body. At the moment, I have a bit of bacne, so I tend to use a shower gel rather than these soaps. But usually when my skin isn't acting up, I totally use these on my back as well. And they're just solid. I like that I don't use up a whole shower gel plastic bottle with this. It literally comes in a little paper thingy like this, and it just doesn't feel as wasteful, and they're solid. They're great. That's the word I was looking for earlier, solid. They're brilliant and I recommend these, but yeah, it's just a shower bar. Moving on to the next thing, which is El Vital. It's a multi-power cure, like a treatment, a multi-power treatment for the hair. This was good. I think my hair doesn't need that much moisture. I prefer the Garnier Aloe Conditioner. If you have drier hair, this is probably good for you. But yeah, I used it up. I'm not going to repurchase it. Then I have Just for Men beard dye, which actually is not really that relevant anymore because I don't have a beard anymore. But it's also brilliant for eyebrows, even though one time I tagged them in a post and the company literally commented on my Instagram post and was like, don't use this on your eyebrows. We have a different product for your eyebrows. Please try that for your eyebrows. So that was funny. But yeah, I personally do. I never had issues, but please be careful because it's not meant for the brows, so it might not actually be safe. So yeah, this is just what I do. I've not really dyed my eyebrows in a while. This is how they naturally are. They're quite dark, but sometimes I do like to. And for the beard, it's just not really relevant anymore. But if you have a beard, this is great. If you feel like your beard has patchy bits or it has bits where the beard is much lighter in color, this is a great product and I do recommend it. It's super easy to use. Just give it a few tries because you can mess up if you leave it on too long and then you have a bit of a stain for a few days. But yeah, it's easy to use. I used it for years and years. I bet I'm gonna come back eventually if I ever have a beard again, and it's great. Moving on to some more makeup. This is a Charlotte Tilbury cream blush, and actually there's still a little bit left. So this is the color Pillow Talk. It's a lip and cheek glow blush, and I do really enjoy this. I have really enjoyed this. The color for light to medium skin is just beautiful. I'm gonna try to show you. It's this sort of nudie pinky mauve shade that's really flattering. It has a bit of a glow to it as well, which is nice. Oh yeah, now I see why it's in the empties. It actually has dried up a bit, so that's why I'm no longer using this. It just is not the same as it used to be, but the formula is great, and if you have a new one, it's beautiful. I think I had mine for almost 2 years now, so that's why it's no longer the best, but I also just love the packaging. It's so pretty to look at. It's very portable. You can just have it in your bag and touch up a little bit on the cheeks, on the lips, however you want to use it. And maybe one day I will repurchase. I know that they have brought out some other colors, some really like sunburnt shades. So maybe in the summertime, that might be something to try out. But let's move on to something completely different, which is perfume. And this is Billie Eilish's Perfume. Oh, it's amazing. It's a beautiful scent. To me, this smells like sugar, vanilla, and a hint of spiciness. Almost like pepper. I don't know if it's pepper or something else. There's a hint of spice in there that just creates a nice contrast to those really sweet and sugary notes. I love vanilla in general. I love those spicy scents, so this is a great one. If I had smelled this without knowing that it's a celebrity perfume, I really would have been surprised to learn that it's Billie Eilish's brand. I think actually all of her perfumes are quite high quality and smell like something more niche. They don't even smell that designer to me. They smell like something really unique and beautiful. So this is definitely something I would repurchase. Okay, we're on to another sunscreen, and we're not even going to talk about it because, you know, we're moving on to a real disappointment, and this is actually the only product in here that's full. I couldn't bring myself to use this up. I can't get myself to give it to someone else either because it's that bad. It's just an awful product. It does nothing. It's a body shimmer, and you know by now, hopefully, how much I love a body glow. But this just doesn't deliver its promises. I'm going to show you. So it comes out as this sort of weird serum gel texture, and you can probably see, I don't know if you can see, it just does nothing. The glitter in here, you can't even see. There's no shine, there's no glitter. It just feels like alcohol. Yeah, alcohol is the second ingredient, and that's what it feels like. It feels like a hand sanitizer. That's literally what it is. It's a hand sanitizer without nothing. I don't even see the glitter. I know that there are really, really fine shimmer particles, but you can't even see them. It's a waste of time. It doesn't even smell nice. It just smells of denatured alcohol. So please don't buy this. Let's just forget this happened, and it's out of our sight, out of our mind. And we're moving on to a really nice highlighter by Elf. No, it's not Elf. It's Essence. It's a really nice highlighter. I used it all up. I actually also used it on my body, on my face. You know, it's that liquid highlighter, sort of Hollywood filter style. It's nice. It's solid. It's really affordable. Like it. Would repurchase, but I just don't really need it. I have other ones that I love. I love the Hollywood Flawless Filter, of course, by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm actually wearing it today on my cheeks. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's a nice one to try. Let's move on. Another perfume. This is Stronger With You Intensely. Yeah, Intensely by Giorgio Armani. There's actually a tiny bit left, so let's use that. Lovely. This is actually one of my favorite perfumes. This is actually a perfume I use a lot, and I'm going to show you evidence. This is a new bottle of the same one, and I just love the scent. It smells like one of those classic hot men's scents, in my opinion. It just has a lot of ambroxan, like Eros Versace, for example, but it's elevated. It doesn't feel like a designer. It does smell like a designer scent. Let's be real. It does smell like a classic hot man's designer scent. You know, that out the shower sort of fresh sweetness. But in my opinion, it does that in a more sophisticated way. The sweetness in it is quite boozy. It has vanilla notes. It has tonka, I believe. It has whiskey as a note, or rum, something like that. And it just feels more elevated than those really generic ones. Saying that, it's brilliant for the autumn, winter time because it has a lot of warmth, but you can't really go wrong with a scent like this. You can wear this all year round, and I actually wear this all year round. And I actually wear this as my gym perfume. It just makes me feel really good, and I just almost programmed my brain to go into that gym workout mode whenever I put this on. So I highly recommend having a gym perfume. I even do a little bit of makeup for the gym personally. Looking really good helps me feel good on the inside, and I think when you're at the gym, you see yourself in the mirror, it really helps your confidence, and it actually helps your performance if you look good. So maybe I'm just really vain. I mean, obviously I'm really vain. This channel is all about vanity in a way, but I think there's something really positive about vanity, and I think that it can actually really help you become a more confident person, even in other areas of your life that are not tied to your looks, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Armani Stronger With You Intensely is brilliant. I also used up the Absolutely version. All of these are great. They're very similar. There are many different versions of it. Go with whatever you feel like is the best for you. We're going back to some hair care, and this is another brilliant shampoo, an amazing range from L'Oreal. I do really trust L'Oreal when it comes to hair care products because they also own that other company, what is called Kerastase, which is a really pricey hair care brand. And from what I've heard over the years, the formulas really trickle down from those more expensive brands that L'Oreal own into the more affordable brands. So that would be the L'Oreal Paris range, and then even further down at an even lower cost, the Garnier range. So in my opinion, they are really high quality for the price, and I love these. This is Bond Repair Shampoo. I went through multiple bottles of this. I even have another one going. And it's brilliant if you have dry hair, if you have damaged hair. It has this sort of bond repair complex. I don't know that much about hair care personally. All I can say is that it works for my hair, and I think it's worth giving it a try. For some more L'Oreal hair care, I have this conditioner. This was also really nice. It's Elvital Full Reset power boosting conditioner. I don't know. It didn't leave that much of an impression, so I would go with the aloe conditioner from Garnier any day over this. But I think it was probably good enough. I don't know. And we have some more serums. As you can see, this is one of my favorite categories. I have this C Tetra Luxe by Medik8. This is a beautiful vitamin C serum. This feels a little bit more oily on the skin, so I would recommend this to someone who has a bit more of a dry skin type or a combination skin type, but probably not to someone who leans a bit more oily naturally, because it does give a glow to the skin. But if you love a glow, then this is amazing. And also I love this because it didn't irritate my skin whatsoever, but I really felt great results. My skin was really even toned when I used this. And if this was a bit more lightweight, this would be a repurchase. But I do actually use and love the other serums from Medik8 more. I love the liquid peptides. I use that so much. I've been using it for years. And I also love their retinols, their retinoids rather. Then we have some more serums from The Ordinary. There's another one of the multi-peptide serums. Maybe we can get some out this time, but probably not. No, I've used it all up. But yeah, it's a blue serum. It's brilliant. And also I have the pink serum, which is the Soothing Barrier Serum. It's amazing if you have a sort of stressed skin, red, inflamed. It was quite soothing on my skin and actually went through this relatively fast. What I will say, again, it is quite hydrating. So you probably don't need an extra moisturizer if you have oily skin. And it does leave a bit of a glow. So that was the only thing that I didn't always appreciate, because in my serums, I kind of want them to be not too glowy, because I already use, sunscreen, and that tends to make my skin a bit more glowy by default. So that was the only reason I wouldn't actually repurchase this. But again, if you have dry skin, if you have combination skin, it's a beautiful soothing serum. And it has that beautiful pink color. You can only see it a little bit, but yeah, what can I say? I really use my serums up. And then we have another Avène serum. Well, actually, that's the first Avène serum, and actually, I think that's the only Avène product I have at the moment. Avène is a brand I love to buy when I'm in Paris, and this actually is something I bought in Paris. It's a hydrating serum. My skin was really stressed at that point. It was quite dry at that point. So I actually really love this serum. It's a nice, lightweight, hydrating, soothing serum. I do recommend it. I'm not going to go out of my way right now to buy it because I have enough skincare as it is. And if I had to decide between this and the Vichy hydrating serum, Vichy has this mineral hydrating serum that's so beautiful. I would go with the Vichy. But yeah, if you ever want a French pharmacy, skincare and beauty favorites video, if you're going to France, you need a bit of a shopping list, let me know, because that would be a fun video to do. And I love Paris, I love France, I love French pharmacies and shopping in Paris in general, so let me know if this is something you'd be interested in. We have some more SPF, what can I say? This is just like dish soap to me. I just go through these. This I had a big phase with. It's the Aquafresh SPF by Biore. I adore this sunscreen. I would repurchase this, but the way I always bought this was on Amazon, and I just no longer like to purchase skincare on Amazon because I don't trust it. I feel like there has been times when the bottle looked different and I know that they reformulated it, but I just don't 100% believe that all of the sunscreens that are sold on Amazon are real, and sunscreen is just not a category where I like to mess it up. I don't want to buy a product that claims to protect my skin and then it ends up having actually no SPF at all. I don't know, that's something I just don't want to risk. So I actually don't have access to the sunscreen anymore, which I'm really sad about, even though I can probably get it somewhere else. One time I even found this at the drugstore here in Austria. But yeah, if you ever see this in a store, grab it, because it's probably one of my favorite sunscreens there is, because of how lightweight it is. If you have oily skin, combination skin, you're sick of that glow that sunscreen gives you, this is incredible. And it also smells really good, which is a nice bonus. We have some moisturizers, and you can really see I used these up. This was probably my favorite. It's by La Roche-Posay. It's the Effaclar H. And this really saved my skin when I was breaking out a lot. I actually have a new bottle that I'm currently going through. I like this because it's a very light moisturizer that's soothing. Any acne you have, any spots you have are really taken down with this. I wouldn't say it's a acne treatment like a salicylic acid per se, but it's a moisturizer that won't further irritate your skin if you suffer from those conditions. I also used up some Balea products. This is ultra sensitive and daily peptide cream. You can't even properly read it because I just really scrunched them up when I used them up. But yeah, Balea moisturizers are solid, they're good, they're affordable, so can't really go wrong. I also used up Neutrogena Hydro Boost. This is a sort of gel moisturizer. I really liked it. I would use this again, but I have so much skincare at the moment, I don't really need to. And at the moment, I'm so spoiled with being sent PR from beauty brands. I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream, which I love so much. It's just a hint more hydrating than this to me, so I actually prefer it, but it's also a lot more pricey than this. So it's a good drugstore alternative. It's a good one if you have oily skin, if you want to drench your skin with hydration without a rich oily film. So I do really like it, especially in the summertime. It's a nice one. Then we have some more makeup. Well, I don't know if this falls in the makeup category strictly, but it's a setting mist and it's by L'Oreal. I actually have a second one right here that I'm going through that I love because I love it. It's the 3-second setting mist. It's a brilliant setting mist if you need your makeup to stay all day. If you have an event, a night out, I think this is great. The only reason why it might not be ideal if you have really, really dry skin, it might be a little bit drying just because it has alcohol in it, which can feel a bit drying on the skin. But to be honest, this is not something I use on a daily basis anyway. It's more for special occasions. And for that, it's brilliant and you can't go wrong. And then I want to talk about these two brow pens, one of which I love, one of which I did love and I did recommend, but kind of changing my mind about it. The first one, the one I really love, is the NYX brow pen. I talk about this all the time. I don't know if there's any coming out a little bit, but it's pretty much dried up. And this is one of the best brow pens on the market that are available, especially for the drugstore. I think I've probably been through like 4 or 5 of these, which doesn't even sound that much. And the reason is that this lasts forever. I had this one probably for a year. It lasts for such a long time. It never runs out. The only annoying thing is when you travel and you go by plane, sometimes a lot of liquid gets stuck in the front bit. So when you open it, you have to be really careful. But it's a brilliant, brilliant brow pen because it creates these really, really fine hair strokes. Now it's dried up, so you probably can't really see too much. But yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Give it a try, find your ideal color, and thank me later, or actually let me know if you use this and like this because of my recommendation. I would really love to know. This is Brow Blade by Urban Decay. And I really loved this in the beginning. And actually, I probably shouldn't even throw this away yet. But it just aggravated me because the cap broke after like 2 years? No, like 2 weeks, not even. The cap sort of, the whole thing here breaks. And then it just opens the wrong way on both sides. And it's just a bit of a hassle. Also, the pen sort of dried up, but not really. The formula just got messed up because it doesn't properly close. So it's just a bit of a disappointment and hassle because this is a lot more pricey than the NYX one. And for that price, I would expect really good performance and really good packaging. And the formula itself is really, really good. The brow pens in here are really, really good, but the packaging just messes up the whole experience, messes up the formula. So I actually wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend, however, the brow gel in the same range. The Big Bush brow gel, it's a beautiful brow gel. It does add a hint of color. It really nicely volumizes the brows. It keeps them in place really beautifully. So this I do recommend, but this kind of trash, sorry. Saying that, I also don't really baby my products. I do take care of them. I mean, I do sometimes toss them through the room, but they land really safely on my bed, on my soft bed sheets. So I don't know, maybe it is my fault, maybe it's a me thing. Maybe if you have one, it performs really well and doesn't break. But yeah, this is just my experience. Next, we have some really affordable cleansers. Starting with the Garnier Micellar Water. I think this is a brilliant micellar water. I love pretty much all the micellar waters I use. They pretty much do the same thing to me. I love the Bioderma one, of course. I love the simple one if you're in the UK. I love the, what else? The drugstore brand ones. They're usually also really good. So yeah, I just take any I can get. I actually have one sitting here on my table by Balea, again, drugstore. But yeah, any will do. I love a micellar water to take off any makeup and sunscreen at the end of the day without having too much faff with oils or balms, which I do also use, but sometimes I just want a micellar water. Moving on to actually some cleansing oils. So these are cleansing gels and these are cleansing oils. This I used up. It's a great cleansing oil, but this I didn't use up because it actually went bad. It smells pretty awful. Oof, yeah, it smells really bad. It smells really rancid, like cooking oil. But yeah, I actually no longer use cleansing oils because I've gotten the suspicion that they might not be the best for my spot-prone skin. So if you don't really suffer from acne, I would still recommend these, especially this one. The Balea Ultra Sensitive Cica Oil is great, but yeah, the other one, the Argan Oil one, just kind of went bad on me, so I wouldn't really recommend this one. And then I have these, the sensitive, ultra sensitive wash gel. If you're ever in Austria or anywhere where they have the M, this is a great, really affordable cleanser. This is actually something that's pretty much always in my bathroom. It's not always the main one that I use because at the moment I have the Fresh soy face cleanser, which just smells heavenly and I love using it. I also have the Lisa Eldridge cleanser. So I love those. They are an experience. They smell nice. They feel nice. But this is just a great cleansing gel without all the faff. It doesn't have a scent. If you are sensitive, if your skin is sensitive, this is great. If you're oily, spot prone, this is great. It's a no-brainer. Highly recommend this. And then I have the Beauty Expert Cleansing Sorbet Cream. It's nice. I loved this for a long time. I went through probably like 6 or 7 of this. And now I find that I prefer a second cleanse that's a gel cleanser because my skin is just a little bit spot prone and this just a hint too rich for me. But if you have dry skin, if you have combo skin, a beautiful cleanser that feels like a more luxurious cleanser than what it actually is. Oh yeah, so there's a second one and second NYX brow pen as proof how much I love these. This is just amazing. I really need to get a new one of this because yeah, running out of these is just not an option. And then I have the Lash Princess Mascara by Essence. There's still product in there obviously, but it has dried up a little bit, so I don't really use this. I don't really like mascara anyway, apart from one, which is this one by Romance. It's sort of an ashy mascara and it's great for really detailed lashes, really fine but lengthened and curled lashes, because my lashes, they sort of just go down. They're really straight, like the opposite of me. They go down and they don't hold a curl. But the combination of a lash curler and this just gets them to stand up for hours. I don't know if they would stay up the whole day, but probably with this. This is just a great mascara if you don't like mascara. If you don't want the look of really thick, long black lashes, because it's a K-Beauty mascara. And I feel like K-Beauty is so good at these really natural curl boosting mascaras. This is just amazing. And it's actually the second one I have. I have repurchased this because I lost the first one, which I'm really sad about. I had a makeup bag that held a MAC concealer, actually this one. And it also had this one, the mascara in there, and some lip liners, and I lost it, and I'm so sad about it because yeah, these were some of my favorite products, but luckily MAC got me a new one, a new concealer, and I just bit the bullet and got a new Romance mascara because I just love this so much. But yeah, this, if you like the look of thick black lashes, This is a great mascara, the Lash Princess by Essence, and really affordable. Okay, quick interruption because my boyfriend just texted me that he's about to stream. So I need to go say hi, be a supportive boyfriend. He would probably kill me for saying this, but my boyfriend is an amazing streamer. His name is Atemi. I'm going to link him below, so if you like gaming, check him out. Okay, on to some more skincare. This is another Sea Glow serum by Geek and Gorgeous. So you can tell, I really love this one too. And then I have an amazing sunscreen. This is by Beauty of Joseon. I love these sunscreens. Beauty of Joseon has some of the best SPFs in my opinion. This is the Relief Sun Aqua Fresh. This was actually sent to me by the brand, and incredible if you have oily skin, because again, really lightweight, sinks in like no other SPF I've ever tried. Feels like absolutely nothing on the skin. And this is actually pretty much the last thing. There's a few more things, but I don't know if we need to talk about those in detail. Another SPF, another body lotion by Balea. Balea also has good body lotions. They also have a body peeling lotion with AHA, which is exactly what I've been talking about. We want more actives in our skincare, in our body care rather, and this is a great one. And then we have a no skincare shaving gel. I really love this. You can tell I really want to get through this now. We have more Balea SPFs, can never go wrong. And we have a vitamin C serum cream. Oh, there's some dust on there. It really is time to get rid of all of these products. I'm so excited to throw this bag away tomorrow. This is, yeah, a nice vitamin C serum cream moisturizer. Didn't leave much of an impression, but really affordable. And then we're gonna end on this random cream. It's a cuticle cream, and this is actually completely empty, but it's the cuticle cream by Douglas, which is a beauty store like a Sephora here in Austria. I think they also have it in France. But yeah, this was a really nice cuticle cream. I actually have another one. What I love about this so much is the scent. It has this delicious creamy coconut scent, and it's really hard for me to use a cuticle cream or cuticle oil on a daily basis, and I actually don't. But this I actually used up, so that says it all. It's really nice, really rich, and smells amazing. So this is it. The bag is empty. I'm actually going to put all of these things back in the bag and throw it out, and then I'm going to start collecting new empties from tomorrow, and maybe do another empties video in another year or so. At this point, I would like to know, what are the products that you finish up frequently? What are those favorites that you come back to time and time again and that you actually manage to use up? As always, this is a place for us to converse and connect about what we love and what we're passionate about. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what other videos you want to see in the comments, and make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bisous, bisous, yours truly.